So here's a good question. Are Magical Musketeers worth it? So Magical Musketeers are a new archetype that came out of the latest set, Spirit Warriors. They are an archetype based around activating spells and traps in the same column as the actual monsters, and getting effects because of it. The extra cool part about this deck is that you can activate all the spells and traps from your hand without sending them during either player's turn. So if your opponent has, let's say, Spiral Resort and you want to get rid of it, you can use a trap from your hand to do so. This series isn't about how the archetype works, however. If you want me to make a series of that, though, comment down below. This video is about if Magical Musketeers are worth its asking price. Let's get straight into it. So first we need to discuss how relevant Magical Musketeers are in the current metagame of Yu-Gi-Oh! They aren't actually relevant. After checking online, the only result I found was of a top 8 deck list from a Toronto regional. It did definitely top at least one regional, so that's pretty cool, but it's a problem depending on the price of the deck. I think the issue is that we are in a format where hand traps are superior to regular traps. This is relevant because Magical Musketeers are focused on using actual spells and traps. If we're in a format where spirals aren't the best deck, and there's no crazy combo that destroys people if there are no interruptions, I think Magical Musketeers definitely have a chance of becoming somewhat more relevant. As of right now, though, they are not relevant. I'm only going to look at how much the core of this deck is. What I'm referring to by core is the stable cards from the archetype, and cards you run in every single deck list of the deck. So the price of the core at the time of filming this video is $165.92. And yes, this does include Ties of the Brethren, because you're always running ties. This is honestly a temporary value and should definitely go down. The main card that makes this deck so expensive is Magical Musketeer Caspar, which currently sits around $30. This is a ridiculously high price, considering the archetype is not relevant at all right now. The best time I would say to pick up this deck is around the time when we get the new Counter Fairy structure deck, and we get the Ties of the Brethren reprint. The reason I say this is considering Ties of the Brethren is $7 right now, the reprint will probably be around 30 cents to $1 card. Also, by that point, Caspar and Starfire would probably have gone down to a much more realistic price. But as of right now, it's pretty expensive for how unrelevant the deck is. You're not always going to purchase a deck because of how meta-relevant it is, however. So are Magical Musketeers fun? I would say they are really fun. The reason why is because if you like control decks, this is a great choice. It is very different from other control decks, considering if your opponent activates a spell and trap in the same column as one of your monsters, then you get extra benefits because of it. However, if you're patient, as I said in the previous section, I would wait until the Counter Fairy structure deck comes out, and hopefully the prices will be much calmer then. So are Magical Musketeers worth it? No, at least not currently. The price of this deck will most likely go down over time, considering how this archetype will most likely see little to no competitive meta play. I think it is most certainly a very fun deck to play sometimes, but it's just cheaper to build a meta deck like Pendulum Magicians, for example. So guys, leave your thoughts and opinions down below if you think Magical Musketeers are worth it, and make sure to subscribe for more content, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.